Traders War Room presents our Tweaky Tuesday video. As a reminder, this is not financial advice, and this is only for entertainment and education. What is up, team? Chuck with Traders War Room, and I'm back at you with another video, and I got a fantastic one for you today on the Tweaky Tuesday. But what I need you to do right now is I need you to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, and I need you guys to come along with me on a journey and check the description tab out. I got tons of tools and tidbits to make you a more successful trader. Now, if that sounds good and you're ready to rock with me, then all I got to say to you is follow me and let's go to war together. Traders War Room, let's get it right now. All right, team, welcome back. Guys, I want to invite you to come trade with the Bulls if you're not part of Traders War Room already. With something truly for everyone, the question I have for you is, why are you not part of Traders War Room? The members, you guys already know the deal, and I hope by the end of this video we give you some value and worth and you guys become members too. So definitely look forward to seeing you on our trading floor. Let's check on some of those alerts that we pushed out, and you guys already know we push out the fire, so let's just see exactly what we had in store today. Google puts off the swing, cashed in today on the downward pressure, and you guys already know stop loss protocol. Bring that stop loss above break even, and on a swing trade, that's risk-free trade all day. Nike on the day, and knocking down them buckets, guys, with a swoosh. Definitely stop loss protocol, and we got more for this coming tomorrow from the downward trend. Amazon puts, hitting the target and bringing in that cash. And don't forget to take note of our time and date stamp, guys. We keep it 100 around here. Our YouTube trade from Sunday's video, and we exited today for some big profit, guys. It pays to follow TWR. Are you guys feeling me yet? Man, with consistent hits like this, what are you waiting for? Come trade with the Bulls and join TWR today. We got the Discord and the instant message alerts. Either one of them are going to get you that fire. All right, so let's go ahead and get into what is hot and what is not. We were red across the board, but definitely it tried to rally hard. You had the lunchtime that kind of pushed a little bit, and towards the end of the closing bell, it tried, but ultimately it ended up failing and came red. Here was your sector performance, red across the board. Consumer staples was the less lagger, and we had real estate. That was a huge disappointment today. And here's your calls versus your puts, slightly to the bull side. But guys, definitely with the information that's coming out tomorrow, just got to be cautious either way you go. So I'm definitely looking for more pressure to the downside, but we'll see what happens when that bell rings. Here's how your futures look. Guys, we're looking like we potentially are going to be starting the opening session at a lower number tomorrow. So definitely we use this as a glimpse into what could be, not what will be. But guys, get your plans in order in case we start to see a nice crash to the downside. So I hope them puts are ready to print. All right, so getting into some news. McDonald's ordered to face Byron Allen's $10 billion discrimination lawsuit. So McDonald's Corp has been ordered by U.S. judge to defend against media entrepreneur Byron Allen's $10 billion lawsuit, accusing the fast food chain of racial stereotyping by not advertising with black-owned media. So definitely, this should be on your watch list, especially if you were in the previous YouTube trade that we did on McDonald's, which some of you still may have some open contracts on it. All right, United canceled some flights after failing to perform some Boeing 777 inspections. United Airlines removed 25 of its Boeing 777-200 airplanes from service this week after discovering it had failed to perform required inspections on the wing leading edge panels. And I'm actually pissed at myself because I was going to short both some airline stocks and Boeing, but I didn't do it because I was in some other trades. But definitely watch the short tomorrow on some of the airlines and Boeing specifically. And probably the most important news that we have, deflationary wave is building even as investors anticipate aggressive Fed rate increase, says this economist. So the stock market has rallied on every day that the Fed rate hike decisions in 2022. So tomorrow, of course, we know that we have the FOMC meeting, and of course that's Powell when he talks. Fearing a hawkish Fed, here's what's likely limiting the downside in the stock market according to JP Morgan. They think that the stock market is going to continue on its downward trajectory, and this is why we see rising treasuries, and it's playing the stock market ahead of this particular Fed rate hike. So they're still anticipating a 0.75, but there's been some talk that could be potentially 1, maybe even 1.25. So we'll definitely pay attention, and you guys have to have eyes open on this one, okay? So don't take your eyes off the market tomorrow. You got to pay attention, especially if you're an avid trader and investor. You got to pay attention to this particular meeting that we have tomorrow. All right, so let's check some charts out real quick. Here's your top 20 trending stocks, and some of these are just stocks that are moving based off a little bit of volatility, a little bit of volume, but a lot of these are definitely moving because of the overall consumer index and the consumer strength that is out there. So definitely paying attention to some of these may get you some decent money if you're able to follow the trend. Let's first start off with SPY. Guys, I think SPY is coming down, okay? I know that people are like, it usually rallies into the FOMC minutes and stuff like that. Guys, it may rally, but ultimately we're going to come down. We're going to test those June lows. So get ready, get your puts ready, and just follow the trend. Make sure that you guys don't get caught with some dead cat bounces. XLB, this home builders ETF, guys, this sector is doing terrible, okay? Definitely, this is on its way to continuing to the downside, in my opinion. So another one that you should be put heavy on. PLTR, I'm bullish long-term on PLTR. Now, I do think that we could see some consolidation here at this particular level for a while, but I think at this price, this is prime area where people are going to start picking up shares. They're going to start going out on leaps, and I do think that we have potential to get a little bit of, pep in our step. However, I don't think that this is going to move dramatically to the upside very soon. This is more of a long-term type of strategy play. Sava starting to get some wind underneath its sails. Guys, I'm loving this play, and this is one of my forward-thinking type of investments that I have. I got a lot of shares of Sava, and I've been buying them on a whole bunch of these dips, guys. This is one of those trades that I got high conviction, a long-term strategy, and hopefully this is the trade that makes me a rich man. Ford, huge disappointment in Ford. Guys, this is coming down, and I hope you guys have been following the trend here on this, because we've been eating on going short on this particular trade for a while now, but I do still see some more downside with Ford as a company as a whole. They just got a lot of issues right now. They need to get that stuff under control, and then we can start to see rejection from the bottom. I think that news we talked about earlier is going to affect this, and I like the short side of the house on most of the bigger airline type of names currently. Now, I do like them when you get some momentum and you get some trends and stuff like that, but these airline stocks, any type of negative pressure, they like to trend to the downside on that type of news. So I'm definitely looking for the short side of the house on this particular trade. Same idea with Boeing. Guys, their jets just aren't living up to par right now, and they got some issues with some logistical and some supply and demand type of things going on. So I do like downside for Boeing. They were one of the stronger stocks inside of the Dow today. However, I don't think that's going to hold very long. I think these guys come down and probably significant here in the near future. I'm liking wheat right now. Guys, anytime inflation and recession news and stuff like that pop, the wheat and the corn stocks, they usually like to come up a little bit. So I'm definitely going to ride some momentum on this, and hopefully it can have some continuation. Same thing with corn. Guys, I'm loving this chart right here. I like this for a breakout at current levels and a potential we could push quite a significant amount before we start to see some rejections from previous highs. And finally, Nike. I see more downside in Nike's future, guys. The downgrade did not help this company out at all. It was one of the big laggers on the Dow, and I think that we continue to go retest those June lows, and potentially, even if the momentum is present and the market sentiment overall is bearish, we could go a little bit lower. All right, team, that's the video. Guys, we make it too easy not to make money here at Traders War Room. Why wait? Come trade with the bulls, and let's go out and make some money together. Quit wasting that money that isn't making that money, and come join the bulls at Traders War Room. Let's go ahead and get it.